In today's video, we are going to create the sign up form with this nice design style called Neobrutalism. We have this sharp shadows and this nice hover effects like this. Let's get into it. So I have this HTML file in here and also the style.css, just reset some margin and padding. And also we're gonna use this font, BBass. So go up to this website, you can find the link in the description. We're going to copy this one and paste it at the very top like this, and also going to copy and paste this one as well inside here. And let's also open this HTML file with live server. So we're gonna start by creating the container first. You're going to put everything inside here. I'm gonna create a form box and I'm gonna say sign up at the very top. So let's say title, sign up, and we are going to create the form under. So we're gonna have a couple of form groups and we are going to put the labels and inputs inside of this form groups. So let's say label with the class of subtitle. I'm gonna say username and a input as well. It's a class of form style with the ID name and placeholder. Enter your username. And it looks like this now. So we are going to have 4 of this. So let me create like 3 more. So the second one is going to be for the email with the class of subtitle again. I'm gonna say email with the input type of email, and I'm gonna give it a class of form style as well, ID email, and a placeholder. Enter your email. So this one is going to be for the password. Let's say password, class of subtitle again. I'm gonna say password and input password, class of form style, ID password, and placeholder. Enter your password. So the second one is going to be the confirm password. So let's just copy and paste this one. Confirm password. Confirm your password. And right under this, we are going to create this checkbox. Terms. We say I agree to terms and conditions, and the checkbox looks like this now. And the last one is going to be another div with the sign up button inside. So let's give it a class of btn with sign up inside. I'm gonna create a paragraph tag, have an account, and a anchor tag for the login here button. I'm gonna give it a class of link, and that is it with the HTML. It looks like this now. So let's style this. So first we're gonna give the body this nice background color, this nice beige color, and the container, we want this container to cover the whole page, so we're gonna give it minimum height 100 VH. So it's gonna cover the page from here to here, and we're gonna make this a flex box, so we can use align item center and justify content center to center everything like this. And we're gonna say text align center to center this text on this vertical line. So the form box is going to be display flex as well. I'm gonna center everything. And we're gonna change the flex direction to column. to put everything on top of each other like this. Height 700 and width 400. Gonna give it a nice border radius as well with a black border. Looks like this now. Let me zoom out a little bit. And box shadow is going to be 25, 25, 0 black. So we have 25 pixels of shadow in here and 25 pixels of shadow in here. And the 0 is basically the softness of this shadow. So if I increase this like to 10, it's gonna get blurry and it's gonna get softer like this. But in this kind of design, we want it to stay 0. And the title, gonna make it this nice green color. Gonna make it a lot bolder and a lot bigger. The small margin at the top looks like this now. And the subtitle is going to be a bit bolder as well. And a small margin at the top and the bottom. So the placeholders are going to have this little letter spacing like this. They were so close to each other. And the form group, gonna make it display flex 2 and change the flex direction to column. So we're gonna say align items baseline. We usually use center, but this time we're gonna use baseline. So baseline is basically this line where the text usually starts on the left like this. So if I change this to like center, they're gonna get to the center, but we want it to stay on the left. And we're gonna give it a nice margin as well. So the form style, gonna delete the outline, none, and border 2 pixel solid black like this. So the box shadow is going to be 3 pixel, 4 pixel, 0 and 1 pixel black. So we have 4 pixel of shadow on the side and the bottom, and 0 is again the softness. And this 1 pixel is basically the scale. So if I like increase this, it's gonna get a lot bigger like this. And 1 is fine. And let's increase the width a little bit. And padding 12 to 10. It looks a lot nicer now. And a little border radius as well. Increase the font size. And we're going to give this a nice little transition because of the hover effect. So form style focus. So focus is basically like when you click on this, like right now I'm focused on this. So we're going to give it this pressing effect, like when you click on this input, it's gonna be like you pressed on it. So we're gonna move it 4 pixel on the UI axis and decrease the box shadow so that it's going to look like it's pressed. Let's see if it works. There you go. And the button is gonna have a nice padding of 15 pixels margin. Gonna make it real wide. Let's increase the font size as well. And we're gonna give it the same green color. Little border radius. And increase the font weight to 700. Also a box shadow. 6 pixel to 5 black. Cursor pointer. So when you hover over this, the cursor is going to turn into this. And the hover effect, let's say focus, it's basically going to be the same as this one. So let's copy and paste this. So when you click on this, it works as well, but it happens so quickly. So let's slow it down with transition 0.3. And now it looks much better. And actually, I think we gotta change this to hover. Because when it's focused, when you click on it, it just stays like that. And hover is better. So this text over here, gonna make it 600 bold. 20 pixel to 0. And I think let's lower this down to 500. And the link, so we're gonna make it a lot bolder, and the color this nice green, and gonna delete the text decoration. And when you hover over it, gonna bring it back like this. And also this text, gonna give it display flex and justify content center and align item center, because we want this input box and this text to be on the same line. And we're gonna increase the font weight to 500 and size to 16 pixels. And finally, the input, gonna create some space between those, and accent color is going to be that same green color. So accent color is basically the color of this box. Like when you click on it, it turns to green, and it's blue by default. So if I delete this and if I click, it's going to turn into blue, and we make it green like this. So let's see if everything's working fine. So everything is in the right place, everything works fine, the hover effects, and that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.